What up, guys? This is Casey the Raw, and this is random game searching. Not really hunting or more like video game looking, because right now I don't have the money to really do anything. But the real reason I was gonna go out and look, because trying to look for the rumors or speculation, the PlayStation 5 controllers being already put out on shelving at like Walmart's. Well, I can tell you right now, the two Walmarts I went to and Targets did not have it. So it could vary from store to store. It depends if some stores not savvy about certain stuff that shouldn't be put out. I know one time I used Target. They had a oh shit. I'm just going running right by my old Sears I used to work at. It's so depressing to see how it looks nowadays. But it could vary from store to store, because, like I was about to say, the Target I went to pick up the Atari collection games on the Switch, they had the display copy and the clear casing, but they didn't have no games behind it. And I didn't know if it was out to be sold available when, because I didn't know it was coming out. So I went to the Target and I asked them for that copy, because usually if it's the last copy, they'll sell the display one. So they sold me it, and then I found out later on that it wasn't supposed to start being sold until the next day. So they accidentally broke street date on that game, even though it really doesn't matter. I mean, who's gonna buy the Atari game collection, minus me and maybe a few others, for the Switch? I mean, how many times they have done that, where they have the Atari games, the television games. Surprisingly enough, they never did the Coleco games collection on different systems, but they do have the Coleco Vision flashback. But trying to turn. This is a hard part. Turning. This person to my left is going to have a hell of a time turning left, because it's almost impossible to turn left on this crazy busy street. Especially to go across this busy street, go the other direction. But back trying to look for that PS5 controller. I think it's going to be unlikely anyone comes across the PS5 controller before the PlayStation 5 comes out. I just want to say that some stores are stupid enough to put it out early. But I hadn't seen it yet. I went to 2 Walmarts and 1 Target. I'm gonna hit up one more Target and call it a day, because I would usually hit the finished stocks, but right now there's no point, because I don't have the money until I get paid, and I'm also not feeling too good either. I should be continually laying in bed right now, but I was in bed for like good 3-4 hours already. So I want to just get up for a few minutes. But yeah, I'm gonna go hit this target, see if there is. Then I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna either say, I think someone just got lucky and saw some idiot accidentally put it out and got a took a picture of it. Or, I mean, is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. But if you're gonna go to, let's say, there's no point going to GameStop, because if they do that, the person will get fired if they would not only. I think putting it out is one thing, but if they sold the PlayStation 5 controller right now, that person at GameStop would be fired. And they could be fired for a lot less reasons. But I just know GameStop's smart, at least smart enough not to put those out until launch day. But Walmart and Target, you can catch them slipping on stuff. Sometimes they'll accidentally put stuff out either hours early or a day before or so, or maybe a couple days before early. But I think it's like a month early before, or give or take. Well, maybe a couple weeks early if they put out the controllers now. But yeah, I'm gonna hit this one because it's pretty much on my way back anyways. And actually, I think there's another Walmart down the street. You know, I might actually hit the one down the street a little further. I really hadn't gone to this one in a long time. Because to me, there's no point, because of two closer Walmarts that it's kind of pointless to go all the way out here unless I'm trying to find like the Mario Kart Live Home Circuit deal. And talking about that, I went back to the same Walmart where I picked mine up, where there was 3, including the one I picked up. So the other 2 sold now. So and I know the Walmart I went to didn't have it, and the Target I went to didn't have it. So it's highly unlikely to come across. It's more likely to come across this Mario Kart Live Home Circuit than coming across this PS5 controller when it's not supposed to be out for a couple more weeks. Dude, I would love to buy the freaking PS5, bro. I mean, I would be at least close to had it paid off. I would have made payments on it. Yeah, I wouldn't have a lot less stuff I bought the last few weeks, but have the PS5 paid for it, and like the way how me, my late wife, and my brother-in-law, how we paid off the Switch. I really like that, and I can pick it up day one. And I feel with PlayStation, they have a way better lineup than they did during the PS4, Xbox One launch. Because they really didn't have a lot of games to pick up during that window. During, like, the first full year, they really didn't have anything special except a bunch of same games on both systems. So to me, the PS4 and Xbox One at the time was like almost pointless because I was enjoying my Wii U. I did talk about where when I used to have a PS4 before this one, but after my wife passed and my brother-in-law moved out, we were working out a deal. Like I said, there was a few times that he did put some money into the collection, and I wouldn't have felt right taking all of it. So I was like, hey, what about this? I mean, you played the PlayStation 4 more than I do, so you can take the PlayStation 4. You can take all the games, obviously, and the PlayStation TV, because me having the PlayStation TV really had no point. I mean, I didn't even have a PS3 at the time either, so the only PlayStation at the time I had was the PS2. The one I bought off from her brother a long time ago. But, goodness gracious, freaking traffic's getting real bad for not even 3:30 yet. It's, I guess people are like, fuck it, it's the end of the day for us. And you know, they're a-holes, bro. They totally block the intersection. You fucking pricks. You fucking cunt. Dumb bitch. But, people are stupid drivers here. But, yeah, like I was saying, so I let him have the PS4 and all the games and stuff, even the PlayStation TV, because to me at the time there was no point. Because, like I said, I was playing the Switch when we all got separated, and he was playing the PlayStation 4, and I was like, you know what? To be fair, you're playing that. Plus, you put a ton of money in it, and like, why don't you go ahead and keep the games and everything? And I didn't feel right that was it. But is there anything else you want? No, he was happy. I was like, all right. I mean, I just want to. And I was, when the whole thing ended, I was very emotional at the very end. I felt like that family was taking advantage of me. Not him, really. You know, I kind of overreacted. I mean, I was being super emotional what just happened to my wife. And my other brother-in-law was, I mean, 10 of her freaking family was trying to get stuff out of me. Like, her aunt was like, hey, can I get a jersey? For some reason, they all wanted a jersey. I mean, she did not get a jersey until we started dating. And even when we got together for the second time around. And, the only jersey she ever had was an old basketball jersey that she just wore around. That she wore forever. Just to feel comfortable. And it took until, like, close when me and her got engaged and married when she started buying a ton of jerseys. So them wanting to think they have rights to these jerseys, like, fuck you, you just want them to sell them. And one of them are like, oh, we can put them in the we can bury one of these jerseys. I was like, no, we're not just gonna bury one of our jerseys because you guys want to do a stupid emotional burying. Oh, I got an idea. Let's bury my wife instead of. See, my father-in-law wanted to. See, I got the big urn of most of her ashes, but I didn't know what we should have done. I didn't know if we should just share the ashes. And, they pretty much want to. Well, let's be more specific. Her father decided to get a bunch of these little urns. These little urns that are pretty much, I felt like, keepsakes. More than a freaking as a, something needs to be, keep it precious. Even the funeral director is like, I don't like splitting up the ashes because if you in the future want all the ashes, it's going to be hard to do it. I didn't care splitting up the ashes, but when I felt like my father-in-law was going to hand out little urns out to everyone, like 30 of them was in the same family, same household. I mean, like the mother and father got one together. The younger brother got one, and then the older brother got one. And then, like, I think it ultimately was 6 little ones. I think her best friend got one. And then her rich aunt, who couldn't care less about us at all. Especially, she didn't care for me. She was a fucking rich cunt that thought I was not good enough for my being with my wife. Just because I wasn't a millionaire like her fucking husband. Because she's a rich, leeching cunt. But, and wouldn't help us out when we desperately needed help. And we were blackballed from that family. Oh gosh, now I'm just ranting. But I'm sorry about the rants. Anytime I think about what happened between after her death and when I finally left the state of Pennsylvania because of all the craziness, it's still very emotional to me. I mean, I should have sought help. But when I finally got with my big help was definitely my mom. She was there and the rest of my family, obviously. But, and the big person who did really most of the help was my current girlfriend. She filled the hole where, like, I pretty much felt like when my wife passed, I felt half of me died with her. So, thanks for listening to this crazy rant. If I do or do not see this controller, I might go over to the Walmart that's not too far from this one, and then I'm gonna just call it. So, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.